Hey everybody, it's Brian, and today is our 8th Qt video with C++. Today we're going to be going over layouts and how to do them via code. But what you see before you is the minimal application, the very bare bones that we've been working with. Include QApplication, we have our main function, and we're just doing a very basic application loop here. Alright, now moving right along, first thing we need to do is include. And we'll say, whoops, I hit the wrong button here, sorry about that. Q push button. And let's do include QHBox. Whoops. HBoxLayout, and let's actually include. I cannot type today, wow. QVBoxLayout. Now, what is QHBoxLayout and QVBoxLayout? Well, as you might have guessed, HBoxLayout is a layout, but it's horizontal, and VBoxLayout is vertical. And we'll show you these here in just a second. First, we got a bit of coding to do. One thing about layouts is they are not technically widgets, so you can't show them on the screen. So what we need to do is create a QWidget, and we'll call it window equal new QWidget, and this is what we're going to end up showing here. So we'll say window. I forgot my pointer. That would probably be helpful. Now when you run this, all you're going to get is a very big window, because it's got no layout, no controls on it, no nothing. It's just your basic widget. So Qt just shows it in the most obnoxiously large size it can possibly think of. Let's actually add set window title. This is how you change the title of the window. Just kind of goofing around here. Alright, let's get down to business. We're going to make a few push buttons here, so we'll say Q push button, button 1 equal new Q push button. And we're going to give it just the text of 1. Let's make a couple of these. Let's actually make 3 of them real quick. Through the magic of copy and paste, we can make 3 of them very quickly. Alright, 2 and 3, and let's change the text accordingly here. Alright, now that we have our buttons out in memory, we need to put them in a layout and then assign the layout to the widget. So let's go Q HBoxLayout. We're going to do a horizontal layout, and we'll call this H layout. And I always forget my pointer too. And this is a new Qt HBoxLayout. Now to add those buttons onto this layout, you say layout, add widget, and we're going to say button 1. And through, you guessed it, the magic of copy and paste. Should probably indent those correctly. Not that it really matters with C++, I just like to be neat. We'll add those to the layout, and then we will say window, set layout, and assign our layout. Now, quick review before we run this. We are including the correct code, and then we are starting our application loop. And what we are doing in the initialization of that loop is we're creating a widget, calling it window, setting the title, creating 3 buttons, creating a layout, adding the buttons to the layout, setting the Windows layout to the layout memory. Sounds complex, but you get it. Compile, run, and that is our horizontal layout. Automatically adds them in. And if you add buttons, it'll just keep going and going and going. And when you resize this, you notice how you cannot resize any smaller, but you can resize bigger. Let me actually drag that so you can see the buttons expand, and that goes with the size policy and size hint of the buttons. Alright, now that's the horizontal layout. Let's do a vertical layout. So let's go QVBoxLayout. We'll call this V layout. And as you've probably already guessed what I'm going to do here, Qt is a very intuitive framework, and it's very, very easy to work with. Let's just comment that out so you can see what's going on here. And I'm just going to run and compile it. It's pretty self-explanatory. As you might have guessed, what it does is it puts it vertically. So once again, this is Brian, and we've covered layouts. We covered the horizontal and vertical, and how to add them onto a form, and how to add items into the layout. I hope you found this video educational and entertaining, and thank you for watching.